Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope y'all are doing well. Welcome to another YouTube video. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be covering, in my opinion, the most important map to learn if you're a beginner. Obviously, every map is important to know in this game because whether that be questing, PMC, or the loot runs, you're going to want to know how to get around these maps. But in my opinion, Customs is the first map that you have quests on, and it kind of remains in your quest list for the entirety of the quest line of as a whole in Escape from Tarkov. So in my opinion, Customs is like the best map to learn if you're a beginner, because if you're questing, you're going to be going there a lot. If you're looking for PvP, there is some heavy PvP areas, and if you're looking just to loot, there's a few spots. It's not the best free loot, but there's a few spots you can definitely check. But yeah, guys, without further ado, I'm gonna hop into a map on the Escape from Tarkov wiki that shows customs and everything like that. So yeah, let's hop into there and I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so we are looking at this customs map. Now I have my webcam hidden right now just so that way you guys can actually like see the full entirety of it and I don't accidentally block anything. So this is a very detailed map. This is on the Escape from Tarkov wiki. If you were to just go to Google and search like customs map, woods map, whatever it may be, their website will pop up. And then if you scroll down on the customs section, there's just plenty of maps to choose from. I like using this one because it's like somewhat 3D. It shows your spawns, your extracts as a PMC, your extracts as a scav, as well as your quest areas. And so when I was learning this map, this is the one I used. Especially when they added the new expansion last year. So a few things that this may look very overwhelming at first, as it's just super cluttered with a bunch of stuff. But if you're starting out in the game, this is going to be the #1 map for you to prioritize as far as learning how to get around it and where kind of like the heavy PvP areas are. The one flaw with customs is it has really bad choke points. So if you, just for an example, if you needed to get into construction, right, your main area is going to be in this area or through here. And it's very easy for a PMC to hear you, especially in the bushes and stuff over here, and kind of dictate where to go there. Another really bad like area to get around is you only really have if you're like coming from boiler and you need to go to customs, the only really option you have is to go through the new area. Or you could go out and run all the way along, but we'll cover why that might not be a good idea. So kind of that it takes a lot of time on a map to kind of get your get the gist of where PMCs like to hang out and where they don't like to hang out. So that will just come with time. But I would say the #1 thing you want to be looking for here on this map is the spawns. So in the legend here, you can see the green arrows are PMC spawns. I think they might be scav spawns as well. Don't quote me on that though. But as you can tell, there's a decent amount of spawns over here. This is the custom side of the map because this is a big customs warehouse. There's a few quests that you have to do here. And then really the only other area that you spawn in customs is back here in the boiler side. There's a few spawns kind of up along this grassy area. But you're mainly going to be spawning either here or here. Right in this area as well. So get a gist of where these spawns are, so that way when you do spawn into customs, you can kind of find a reference point and then look over at the map and go, okay, where's that at? And then you find it and you're like, okay, cool, I'm on custom side or I'm on boiler side, whatever it may be. So get used to that. Another thing you're going to want to look out for here are the extractions. So the blue extractions here, PMCs and scavs can take. So Crossroads, Ruoff, and the dorms exit, which is a car by the dorms area. The yellow ones are scav, as you can tell by the legend. So I don't really scav a lot on customs, but there's plenty of like areas to extract if you're a scav. And then the green ones are PMC only. So there's a ZB13 underneath the new like construction area. There's old gas, there's ZB12 and ZB11. As well as, you know, the normal Crossroads, Ruoff, all that kind of stuff. So get used to your spawns and your extracts. And then if you're doing a quest on there, look on this map, find the quest, and then that way you kind of have an idea of your path for that map in that instance. So let's say for example, you needed to go to dorms for something. All right, so you look over here, you look at this arrow and you go, okay, here are some of these quests. Let's say, right, let's say you have to do chumming. Okay, microwave on 3rd floor. So you go into 3rd story dorm, you go up to 3rd floor, and it's in the bathroom in a microwave. Or not in the bathroom, sorry, in the kitchen in a microwave is where you plant those gold chains. So that's kind of like what I did learning customs. I personally, like I've been saying, I personally think this is the most important map to learn if you're just starting out in the game, just because of how much time you're going to spend here as a PMC. So let me throw on my webcam really quick. So now that I've kind of gone over the customs map, and there are plenty of options as well. This isn't the only option. If I were to go back here on the Escape from Tarkov wiki, right? Here's a super detailed dorms map. If you're going to be spending a lot of time in dorms, right? You have this one that's more of a 2D space. This one that's like more interactive. But yeah, so there's plenty of options, right, to choose from. This is a hidden stashes, a location of all the hidden stashes. So Escape from Tarkov is a great, Escape from Tarkov wiki is a great resource if you're starting out in the game. But yeah, so that's kind of the gist of the map. What I want to do now is I want to go into Tarkov and just do an offline raid, and I will show you guys where I spawn and kind of go from there. And what I'll do is I'll bounce between this map and Tarkov back and forth as I spawn in, so I can kind of show you guys the path I would take if I was doing a quest or a few other different like types of quests and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's hop into the game, and we'll start in a like little offline customs raid. And obviously when it comes to offline raids, you don't really pick your spawn, it's random, just like an online raid would be. And that's why I want to do it this way, so that way I randomly spawn in wherever I may be on the map, and then I can show you guys what I do and what like kind of the references I use to figure out where I am on the map, and then kind of dictate my path that I'm going to take on customs from there. So yeah, guys, let's hop into the game. All right, guys, I just spawned in. Now I know that I am. Let's take a quick look around here. And like if you spawn in a warehouse like this and you're not really sure where you are, you can find the closest opening and run out of it, kind of like I just did. So I'm boiler side. I am in this like little courtyard area. I'll pull up the map. So I am right in the shipping yard right here. I spawned in storage building. So I am in here. I'm facing this area here. So from here, let's say that I needed to go to dorms and the customs warehouse. Let's say that that those were my tasks that I had to do on customs. So let me switch back over to the game really quick. So here, what I would probably do from here, the issue with this spawn and trying to get to dorms is you're not really that close, so you probably will encounter PvP once you get there, or on the way there, or on the way out. Dorms is one of the heavier PvP areas in customs. So if you have a quest there, what I like to do is let me pull up the map. So this spawn here, which if you spawn there, you'll spawn in and you'll kind of be up on a hill looking down at a train. This is a train right here. This spawn and then this spawn right here are the two closest spawns to dorms. So if I were to spawn there and I had a quest there, boom, I'm booking it to dorms. I'm gonna get my quest done and get the hell out before anyone else kind of shows up if I'm not trying to go for PvP. In an instance where you aren't spawning close to dorms, like I just spawned over here in shipping yard, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of listen out first for a little bit, see where the action is happening, and then if you have the factory key, you can take this extract, or not extract, sorry, this little door here. You can take this, you open the factory key, go through there, and then now you are actually right here in front of gas station. This shortcut is where I'm talking about. So you could go here, and then from there it's just a straight shot to dorms, right? Now the reason why I would go to dorms before customs warehouse is because if I were to check my extracts, my extract is Crossroads, right? So I also have the ability for Trailer Park, ZB13, and then the Ruoff and Smuggler's Boat. So if I go back here, Smuggler's Boat and Ruoff are chance-based extracts is what I like to call them. I don't know if that's like the official term for them, but basically you have a chance for that to be an optional extract for you. It's always going to be on your list, but you won't know until you get there. Smuggler's boat has a campfire lit, and there's a campfire there, and if it's lit then you can extract. If it's not lit you can't. And then Ruoff, there's a big like spotlight above metal doors, and if that spotlight is on you can extract. If it's off you can't. So that's how these two extracts work. ZB13, I could take that. You need the factory key for that, and the power needs to be turned on. The power switch is actually right in this building. I'll show you guys really quick. I don't want this video to like be terribly long, just because it can be long. So this is the power switch, so I would turn that on, and now I can extract out of ZB13, and I would just have to go over there and extract. So with all that out of the way, let's you know, get back to the topic at focus here. So you could take the shortcut extract using a factory key if you have one. They're kind of pricey, and if you don't have the money, I wouldn't worry about it, but they are very useful, as you can extract on factory here and with that key, and you can use this this shortcut as well with the factory key. So it could be definitely worth a purchase. Now what I would do here if I needed to go to dorms is I would either open that up with the factory key, or I would make this jump. If you're level 1 strength or level 0, whatever it is when you first start out, this can be a little difficult, and I still mess up on it, but you can jump from here up to these things and then jump over. And the higher your strength gets, the easier that becomes. It can be pretty tricky if you're just one, starting out in the game, and two, if you have like not a high strength at all. So this is gas station. So I just jumped over this car right here, and hopped over, and I'm looking at gas station. So from here, what I would do is I would just run along this path to dorms. And then once I got my quest done, I would run this path along into the customs warehouse and then extract. That's kind of the way I would do it. Usually when I'm questing, I try to avoid PvP as much as possible, just that way I can get out, get my quest done, or get in, get my quest done, and get out. Now if I have a PvP quest that I'm doing at like as a side, like, you know, a thing that'll happen over time, then maybe I'll go for PvP. But most of the time I'm just get in there, get my quest done, get out. So yeah, once I make that jump, I'm gonna run over here to dorms, I'm gonna do my quest, and then I'm gonna run back. I'll kind of do a little trail with my mouse. So let's say it's 3-story, right? I go in, I get out. I would probably run out the 2-story stairs over here, boom, run this way, boom, go down here, go along Junk Bridge, come up here, and then boom to Crossroads. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I had the customs quest. So I'd come up here, and then there's a little red door right behind this building. I'd go through there, come in here, do my quest, and then I could get out this way and extract at Trailer Park, or I could come back out where I left and go to Crossroads. That's what I would do if I had a quest there. So that's kind of where the path that kind of goes on in my head as I spawn in and I figure out where I'm at and what's going on. So there's one example of kind of like randomly spawning in and going from there and understanding the map. Now I'm going to do one more example. Cross my fingers I get a custom spawn so I can kind of show you guys that side of the map. So yeah, let's give it a try and see what happens here. All right guys, so I just spawned into the other offline raid, and this actually worked out perfectly. I spawned inside customs warehouse. So just to start off, I'll check my extracts, and as you can tell, I have ZB13 again, ZB12, ZB11, and old gas. Now let's go back to the map here. So ZB12 is another chance based extract. So here there'll be a light above the like little building you walk into, and if it's on you can extract, if it's not you can't. We already covered ZB13, and then ZB11 is the guaranteed extract if you spawn on the custom side. So we'll kind of use the same scenario as far as like I have a quest in customs warehouse and in dorms. So the reason I know I spawned in customs warehouse is because of this little like office area. So there are a few quests you have to do up there. You need the customs office key. There's good loot in there too. So if you're using customs for a loot run and you spawn on this side of the map, definitely could be worth checking out. There's a safe, there's some PCs, there's a duffel, there's jackets. So definitely a good little looting spot if you wanted to come here for loot. But yeah, so I just know my surroundings of customs warehouse just because I know this area. I've been here a decent amount of times. So if you're not sure where you are, like I said, just go out to the open area and kind of try to find something for reference. One thing to reference is customs warehouse is this huge red building. So that's kind of my point of reference if I don't spawn actually in here. Like if I were to spawn, let me hide my camera really quick just because it's going to be covering that. But so I spawn inside here. I spawn at this little green arrow right here. If I were to spawn like out here, I would use either storage as a reference point because I know storage is behind customs warehouse. Or like if I spawned out here and I was running along here and I didn't know, boom, as soon as you got to this area, you'd see the customs warehouse and you'd know that's where you're at. So yeah, that's kind of like my side of things on this side of the map as far as like figuring out where I'm at. Now let me switch back to the game here if I can. So now that I know where I'm at in the map and I know I need to go to dorms, this area can be somewhat PvP heavy as far as the first like little bit of the game, as the map loads in and everyone's, you know, starting. That was creepy. I swear I heard a footstep, and I know I'm in an offline raid. But yeah, so as far as like this area goes, it can be a little PvP heavy in the beginning of the map, so in the beginning of the raid. So what I like to do if I'm going for PvP, I'll stick around here for a little bit, see if anyone comes in. If I'm not going for PvP, I will just get out. So this is that red door I referenced in the other spawn. Now these blue little huts, there's one here and then there's one down there. Let me see if I can get an angle for you guys. You can't really see it. It's literally right behind these containers. It looks exactly the same. These have filing cabinets in them. This one has a little med case in it, and the other one has a duffel in the back. And there's a chance for a key to spawn there, but I'm not sure what key it is. But yeah, this is the red door I referenced. So I would get out of here. And now if you study the player spawns enough, you know someone spawned back here. So the first thing I would do, was I covering that? No, I wasn't. Okay, cool. The first thing I'd do is I'd come out and check my left. And I'd say, okay, do I see anyone running towards me? You know, did they spawn down there? If they did, are they running here? No. Okay. My next point of contact is going to be the person that spawned down here. The second closest spawn to dorms. The one I covered a little bit ago. So the next step I would do here is I would push up and just kind of watch this area behind this train as well as right here. Now, the person that spawns down here, they're going to do two things. They're either going to run across the water to dorms, or they're going to come up here on the bridge and try to get some snipes on people. Because I'll show you the bridge here really quick. So they spawn just down there. And they can come up here and they can either, you know, hold this angle and wait for people to push towards them. Or what they can do is they'll run over here to the bridge and they'll actually look over here and they'll watch people run across this way right here and try to get their 100-meter headshots for Shooter Born in Heaven. Now, see how that light's on? That means that Ruoff, you can take Ruoff to extract. Now, I spawn on this side of the map, so I can't extract there. If I was in that other instance where I spawned over by the like the shipping yard area, then I could take that because that light is on. So there you go. That's just a little reference. So this that I'm on right now is this main bridge. Junk Bridge is right over here. That's Junk Bridge. I know you can't really see it, but that blue thing is Junk Bridge. Oops. And then this APC bridge is, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. APC bridge is this close one right here. Okay, and then that far one is this north bridge right here. So there are 4 different ways to get across the water. They can be somewhat like PvP focused depending on what time of the raid it is and what type of players are in the raid. But basically, if I were running to dorms, I would take this main bridge across. There can be scavs that spawn in this corner shop area, so keep an eye out for them. And then I would just run, boom, and just go right up in here to three-story dorms. From there, you kind of have 2 options as far as getting to your extract, because what I would do is I would check old gas. So old gas is another chance-based extraction. This one, if you can extract here, there'll be green smoke by the front door of old gas station. If you can't, then the green smoke won't be there, and then you just have to go check either ZB12 or just straight go to ZB11. Most of the time I run straight to ZB11 just because I know that's where I can extract. So from 3-story dorms, I'd get my quest item and I would go around here. Now, Dorms VX vehicle exit is another option you have if you're going to dorms for a quest. So in this situation, bring 7,000 rubles with you, because I think it's 6 to take the car. It's either 6 or 7 to take the car. So if, let's say you're in there, maybe you kill a player and he's like super geared and you want to get out. I always, if I'm going to dorms, I always try to bring cash with me just in case I do want to take that vehicle exit if it's there. This is more of a chance-based thing too. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not, but it is definitely a good extract if you're going to be hanging out in dorms. But let's say I'm not taking that, right? So I go out here, the same 2-story stairway on the back. I would run along here and then I'd go up here. Now, if I'm avoiding PvP, I'm sticking to the edge of the map, right? If you stick to the edge of the map, you're going to have less encounters with other players. So let's say it's a very annoying quest and I've done it and I keep dying. I would go here and I would just run along this back wall. And there's a few stashes you can loot. There's a stash here. That's what these red stars are. Stash here. So you can kind of loot those along the way. And then I would just go here. And as you come across this road, there is actually a little like loot, or this is like where sniper scav is. There's a sniper scav right here. But if you go down this way, there's actually a like hole in the wall almost, and a door and some loot that you can check out. You would go through there and then I would just boom, boom, and extract. That's what I would do. Now, if I was going for a PvP, I would leave 3-story if I didn't see anyone or kill anyone there, and I would run this way and I would kind of go in towards gas station. Gas station is another PvP heavy area in customs, as the scav boss has a chance to spawn there. So a lot of people will like to run over here and check. So I would go there, check that. And another thing too, if you're going for PvP, listen out for the gunshots, because you could be going to dorms wanting PvP and no one's going to go to dorms, maybe because they're all over here in the new area fighting, right? So you need to listen out for the gunshots and kind of get a gist of where they're coming from if you're going for PvP, and push those areas. If you're going for loot runs, I'll go over a quick loot run from this spawn. I didn't do it in the other spawn, but I can really quickly. Let me hide my my webcam really quick just so that way I can show you guys. So if I want to do a loot run on customs, I spawned here, I would run up, open up that office area, loot there, run back down, run across, and you have 2 options. Better loot is in the new area, but it is also PvP heavy. So if you're trying to avoid PvP, then I wouldn't worry about it. If you want PvP while you're loot running, then go there. Medical, there, it's also called crack house. There are intelligence folder spawns in here, as well as a lot of medical items. And then fortress has a bunch of boxes you can loot and stuff like that. So if I wanted to go there, I would run, I would loot customs and go out this way. And then I would run across North Bridge, come up here, go, there's a little like hole in the wall you can take here. Boom, go hit medical, and then run over to fortress, hit fortress. And then from there, I'd go up. And you can, I would go up, go into old gas, check that extract. If I could take it, cool. If not, I would go up here, down, and then down. Now this is a very concentrated area that I'm circling here with my mouse, as it's kind of a choke point, so you need to be careful if you're going through here. But I would go through here, boom, and then out the extract. Now if I didn't want PvP, then I would probably end up just looting this area, getting out, and kind of sticking to the edge of the map, and hitting stashes. So stashes are a great way for money in Tarkov, and you can usually hit most of them while you're kind of avoiding PvP. So I would go here, boom, run up the road, hit this stash, hit this stash, hit this stash, come up to the edge of the wall, and then you're kind of safe the rest of the way there. I'd hit that stash, that stash, that stash. By then you're probably going to be full, but if you're not, then if you wanted, you could kind of go over there. If not, you could run down here, loot this stash, this stash, this stash, and get out. Now, let's say I spawned boiler side. Let's say I spawned over at shipping yard like the last instance. If I'm questing, I already kind of gave you guys a run of that. If I'm PvPing, I'm going to run straight either to gas station or fortress and wait there and listen. These both are 2 heavy PvP areas in the map. So I'd listen out and see if there's fighting, if there's footsteps, and kind of dictate where the other players are on the map, and then go from there. But if I'm in fortress and there's a fight at dorms, then I'm going to try to figure out in my head what side of the spawn could they, or sorry, what side of the map could they have possibly spawned in, and then try to beat them to their extract and get in the fight there. Not extract camp, but kind of meet them on their way to their extract and fight them there. Now, if I'm going for a loot run and I spawned in this area, I would run out here, loot this stash. Again, it works the same way on this side of the map, because they are kind of they're kind of like similar both sides as far as, you know, the loot and everything like that. So I would go into old gas, I would loot old gas, and then I'd go into fortress, loot that up if I didn't care about PvP. I'd loot these 2 stashes and then go into custom, see if that was looted. If not, loot that and then get out. Now if I wanted to avoid PvP, I would go here, I would hit this stash, I would run over here, jump over the car, cross over the bridge, I'd hit that stash, that stash, that stash, run over, hit that stash, and then from there, if I had room, then I might try to see what remnants are left at dorms. If not, and I want to just get out, then I would just book it, go down here, check smuggler's boat. If smuggler's boat isn't open, I'd run across junk bridge and run to crossroads. So that's kind of how I would formulate either task runs, PvP runs, or loot runs on customs. Like I said, guys, that is the customs is probably the most important map to learn in this game, as you're going to be spending a lot of time there questing. And there's decent loot, decent PvP. It's not definitely the best option for looting and PvP, but it does happen there, and there is decent loot. But you're going to be spending a majority of your time here just questing. So learning the map, learning the ins and outs of it is really going to benefit you as a new player. But yeah, guys, that's kind of this video of the best map to learn if you're a beginner, kind of the most important one. So let's head back out to the full cam and we can wrap up this video. All right, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. I know that I've been getting a couple comments as far as making more videos a little bit more towards the newer players. So hopefully this helped you guys. If you're a newer player, let me know down in the comments below how long you've been playing. Also, if this did help and if you know, you got some sort of benefit from it. Keep an eye out for Thursday's video, guys. Thursday's video I'm really excited for. It's going to be interchange map guide, but mainly because in my opinion it is the best looting map for looting. So keep an eye out for that if that's something you're interested in. Hopefully, like I said, guys, this video helped kind of the newer players and the guys that aren't that familiar with the game yet. You just get a better gist of kind of what to keep an eye out for and how to go about your paths as you are playing the customs map. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I stream live every day on Twitch. The link for that will be down in the description below. I'd appreciate it very much if you guys wanted to come over and say hi. And then also I post my stream highlights on my TikTok, so the link for that will be down in the description as well. I'd appreciate it if you went over there and gave a follow and said hi in the comments. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. I'd greatly appreciate if you guys did that. It helps the channel grow a lot. And I will see you on the next one. Peace, everyone.